As it's unlike any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking deep for Jennings. And that is incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going. Formation for the Dolphins.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd down, Tua. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Complete to Preston Williams. A gain of 15. 1st down, Miami.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. On first down, here's Breida. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete.
Matt Breida with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
7. Bills, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He was looking for Parker that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Breida, the ball carrier.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Tua now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. They were looking Jennings' way again. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
A gain of 46.
It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Matt Breida with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Dolphins, 14. Bills 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And 3.
To the air, Allen. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 14, Bills 6.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory. Down at the 33. They run. Chubb. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
The tackle made by
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
16 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
off of play action. Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Matt Breida, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Bills 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over first down.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
11 yards there, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Quick slant to Brown. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the
in need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
28-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Stephon Diggs. Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Allen to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Dolphins.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 27. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Chubb. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make 1 more play and get my defense off the field.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Breida. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce big-time points put on the board by him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
35-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Chubb. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made by
no gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought down at the 31.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They run it again with Chubb, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give. This is Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On the carry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And off comes to Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
Good.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
On the carry.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Buffalo, that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Now he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So that one will be accepted. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Brings up second.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of a yard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Matt Breida. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's counter. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that